Welcome back, everyone. I am the Restior, and this is Library of Ruina. So our new character is Irin. I kind of just gave her an Isadora page and kind of just threw a bunch of junk in there that has slashing. More importantly, I did take some time to go look over the new mechanics of passive passive attribution. So just to kind of click through it. There's a few limitations. One is cost. So this you can only get an extra 6 cost on your card or on your page or whatever. The other limitation is you only have 4 slots. So even though I have more cost left, I don't actually have enough. I don't have any leftover page spaces for these. You can freely unequip and re-equip these as you want, as far as I can tell. So what I did here with Han here is I gave her a bunch of stuff that upgraded her slashing, because obviously I usually throw all the red shoe stuff to her. So I increased her slash damage, her stagger damage, do extra damage on winning clashes, and then of course have her regenerate health, because that was something she was lacking. So that's kind of her thing. And then for Mima, you can kind of see it's a little bit different. I only had enough. Cost for 3 of these. I was running out of stuff that gave healing, so I took instant cooking. So that way, every time she defeats an opponent, she'll at least get 10% health back. And then, of course, I maximized her evasion stuff. Essentially, I gave her stuff that increased her defense dice. On a clash point, increase the value by 3 at 25% chance, and then of course boost her evade dice by 3 at a 50% chance. That way I can fully take advantage of the riposte stuff that she does, or sorry, retaliate stuff that she does. And then Aya here is using Olga's page, and wrong thing. Combat pages. There we go. All right. And then for her, I gave her Mika's page, Rain's page, Lulu's page, and Arnold's page. Essentially, this gave her... Yeah, so this is the one that... Yeah, this is the set where I just discard a bunch of cards. So I went ahead and got the other ability that increased strength whenever I discard cards, and then I gave her the one that restores her health when she discards his pages. And then the rest of it was kind of just random stuff that I just had laying around. So I gave her Flaming Bat, so she has a chance of inflicting burn, and then Electric Shock, so she has a chance of inflicting paralysis. So nothing too out there. It was just I had the spare slots for it and the spare cost. Most of it just got ate up by this, the stuff involving discarding pages or having fewer pages. So yeah, I haven't done anything with the other groups. As you can probably guess, I'm kind of just speeding through using Hod's team at the moment. Honestly, Red Shoes and was it Shy Today or whatever it's called. They're just really good. Oh, today's Shy Luck, that's what it's called. Both of those combined, I do so much damage. It's pretty intense. That being said, I'm expecting the game probably is going to ramp up at this point, since they expect us to fully take advantage of our crazy builds. Anyway, let's go ahead and do a invitation. Just real quick, I don't think there was anything in the books that we need to go over. Olga, Mika, Stray Dogs. Actually, I might not have read these. Give me a moment. Okay, I have not read these, so I'll go ahead and go through them all. I'll start with a Stray Dogs page. It's true that our syndicate's sorta intimidating and got a tight hierarchy going on, but the bond between members is strong. We're actually leagues nicer than those office fucks who exploit and abandon each other with every breath. Those crooked bastards will do anything for profit. I'm sometimes in awe of the shit they pull. I actually used to be a rat. Yeah, those filthy and wretched rats everyone looks down upon. It's amazing that I'm now standing shoulder to shoulder with the dogs, ain't it? I busted my ass crawling up the ladder. I did everything in my power. I got a small tattoo with the little cash I had and rummaged through trash to find worn but still usable accessories. It was a damn tough climb, but now I'm up here. I'm starting to feel like I might have been better off to just live as a rat. Here, strict barking orders set up between members. It's nothing like the rats who move in close packs. Sometimes I do miss my old family. Even if you make your way up into the big leagues and become a decently influential syndicate, there's still loads of stronger gangs above you, and they peck at you all the same. No matter how far a syndicate climbs and tries, you just can't surpass the 5 fingers at the top. Syndicates ain't too different from fixers in that you have to repeat the same stupid shit following orders from above. So in my opinion, holding on to your place seems wiser than trying to climb up out of ambition or greed. Unless you're at rock bottom, of course. Someone's got to be below us to serve as punching bag, ain't that right? Tattoos are the cleanest type of augment procedure you could get. I only got it because Gyong Mi pushed me to give it a shot. I'm pretty satisfied with the result. It doesn't cost an awful lot and it looks pretty damn nice, too. Weak-ass wimps run away at the sight of my tattoo. But you see, coolness isn't the only notable feature of these tattoos. There's tons of tattoo types depending on the quality of the ink and the material you use, but generally speaking, you can have results like burst of strength or skin as hard as steel. It used to be a singularity, but ever since the wing owning the tech got snapped and its patent expired, everyone and their mother's been using it. Don't get tattoos that are too cheap though. You might wake up to find melted flesh. You get exactly what you pay for in this city. Bastards are only honest when money is involved. Some fools laugh at these accessories I'm wearing. They think I'm a glossy punk trying to look cool, figged out with random ornaments without a second thought. What they don't know is that these ain't just for fashion. They're good for making arrogant idiots let their guard down, but before that, they're workshop products with real practical uses. You heard about how people use belts to choke others, didn't ya? These accessories are similar to that. They're useful for beating someone to death. Though I gotta take the risk that comes with using them. Expensive gadgets crafted by premium workshops have almost zero side effects. On the other hand, this ring, for example, lets me deliver a harder blow with my punches, but it chafes the skin of my hand at the same time. This one's on me for using it for too long. And I hear quality products usually get regular repairs and maintenance to prevent that. The side effects on my gear is pretty minor and negligible, but in worst cases, it can get some poor sod whose neck got snapped by the necklace they were wearing. So there you go. So they're using essentially like magic items and magic tattoos that kind of bulk themselves up instead of using tech or genetic alterations. Alright, so with that, let's go ahead and do our invitation. So at this point, it splits 4 ways. So there's the Book of Gyeongmi. I think I'm going to go for this one first and see where that leads us. What? So the Carnival Beta.
늘 새롭게 역겨운 맛이죠. 이렇게 더러운 맛이 다양한지 몰랐어요.
Gamma.
천년마 같은 해결사의 맛이 생각나요. 부드러웠어요. 행복했어요.
먹기 힘들었던 만큼 맛있었어요. 좋은 실이 나와 만족스러웠어요.
Sorry if you're hearing my creaky chair.
앞으로 일주일은 더 청소부만 먹어야 해요.
Alpha. I guess the theme of their names is pretty straightforward.
우리는 실을 짜내야 하니까요.
검지의 지령이니까요.
그 일주일 안에 청소부들의 어머니가 움직이면 어떻게 하죠?
사냥하죠. 그리고 식사를 해요. 선을 엮어야 하니까요.
And the location's a den of sweepers, whatever that means.
알아요? 하지만 청소부가 우리를 노릴 경우 그에 대한 대비책이 있을지 궁금했어요. 그들이 제대로 먹고자 노리면 우리도 한계가 있을 테니까요.
청소부들이 지금은 잠잠해요. 이유는 모르겠지만요.
검지가 우리를 노려보고 있어요. 우리는 지령대로 원단을 만들어야만 하니까요.
검지에서 다른 지령은 없나요?
없었어요? 그래도 걱정하지 마세요. 검주는 좋은 친구니까요.
안녕하세요, 사육자 여러분.
Index Messenger Yan.
안녕하세요.
Sorry, I'm taking in exactly what these things are.
안녕하세요.
전령이네요. 안녕하세요.
안녕하세요.
네, 전 안녕해요. 새로운 지령을 전해드리려고 왔습니다.
도서관으로 가라고요?
다른 종이가 있어요? 지령은 아니에요.
도서관의 초대장입니다. 지령에 따르면 필요하다네요.
도서관을 가야 해요?
우리는 청소부를 먹고 원단을 짜야 해요.
전령님을 먹어도 돼요?
맛있을 거예요? 좋은 실이 나올 거예요.
안 돼요. 사육자 여러분은 지령을 따라야 하니까요. 당신들은 실을 계속 짜고 싶잖아요. 지령을 따르지 않으면 대행자들이 찾아올 거예요.
우리에게는 지령이 우선이에요?
순서를 어기면 지령이 가만히 있지 않을 거예요?
도서관에는 새로운 시를 짜낼 수 있는 재료들이 있을 것 같아요.
그럼 지령 전달도 끝났으니 저는 가볼게요. 말 안 해도 아시겠지만 어떤 지령이라도 수행되지 않으면 어떻게 되실지는 여러분이 잘 아실 거라 믿어요.
한창 바쁜 중에 미안하지만 원단 받으러 왔는데 말이지.
Kurokumo clan, Gin.
안녕하세요. 엄지사나 흑은회시네요.
흑은회 여러분 안녕하세요.
엄지에서 의뢰한 노브 원단 받아갈게요. 부수는 저 가방에 들어있답니다.
Alright, and then same clan, Sayo.
그나저나 곧 손가락 걸기를 시작할 텐데 검지치고는 너무 노골적이네요.
누님, 어쩔래?
전령이라 해도 검지의 직속? 우리로는 힘들 테죠.
Sorry, cat. There you go.
하지만 전령이기 때문에 오히려 기회예요.
그렇죠. 저는 전달하는 사람이니까요.
검지는 여전하네요.
자, 그럼 합의를 봤으니 서로 갈 길 가죠. 사육제는 도서관으로, 우리는 원단을 챙기고, 전령 씨는 가실 곳이 있겠죠?
저 조직은 천을 만드는 거야?
맞아. 질 좋은 원단은 굉장히 귀하거든. 조직과 해결사만큼 재단사들도 중요해. 저놈들은 음지에서 활동하나 봐. 사람을 먹고 실을 뽑아내는 것 같고.
어차피 천 쪼가리잖아?
네, 천 쪼가리라니. 아직도 한참을 모르시네. 이 도시 바닥에서 한가닥 하는 놈들이 그냥 몸을 들이미는 게 아니야. 너도 손님들을 봐서 알겠지만 입고 있는 옷은 평범한 옷이 아니라고. 질 좋은 원단은 강화 시술만큼이나 몸을 보호해줘. 아무리 돈이 많아도 급이 높은 원단은 살 수 없을 때가 있어. 공방이나 재단사들의 멤버십에 가입해야만 얻을 수 있는 것들이 있거든. 여러 가지 돈, 명예 같은 이해관계가 얽혀 있어서 돈만으로는 해결할 수 없는 것도 가끔 있어.
이제 나도 정신이 아득해지네.
뭐 그것보단 우리 잠시 눈을 감고 소원을 빌어보는 거 어때?
너도 내 정신을 아득하게 만들어.
지령이 도서관을 목표로 하지 않도록 빌어야 해.
그래, 눈을 감고 소원을 빌면 되는 거지.
진짜 하는 거야?
네가 하는 헛소리를 그만 들으려면 이래야 할 것 같아서.
아무튼 지령이 도서관을 노리면 어떻게 될지 몰라. 5손가락 중 하나인 검지가 눈에 불을 켜고 미친 방법을 쓰며 끈덕지게 붙을 거야.
검지?
뒷골목을 주무르는 5개의 거대 조직 중 하나야. 뒷골목을 주무르니까 말 그대로 손가락들인 거지. 참 단순해. 아무튼 손가락들은 날개에 버금가는 힘과 영향력을 지녔으니까 괜히 밉보여서 좋을 것도 없어. 그리고 광신도 같은 검지는 지령이 아주 목을 매지. 그들에게 지령은
따라야만 하는 것이고?
맞아. 지령은 반드시 수행되어야만 하니까. 게다가 엄지사나 조직까지 끼어들다니. 일이 너무 커지지만 않으면 좋겠는걸.
누가 오든 착실히 접대할 뿐이야.
배고파요. 원해요?
새로운 시를 뽑을 수 있어요. 기대돼요?
환영합니다, 손님.
안녕하세요.
안녕하세요.
안녕하세요. 나가도 괜찮아요. 멋진 실이 나올 거예요.
푸른 빛의 예쁜 실일 거예요.
하지만 청소부보다 맛없을 것 같아요.
맞아요? 사람은 아닌 것 같아요.
이제는 맛있는 거 먹고 싶어요. 지겨워요.
저는 이곳의 관장이자 사서인 엔젤라이고 부디 당신의 책을 찾으시길.
인사가 이렇게 짧아요.
게다가 성의도 없어요?
사라졌어요.
Yeah, even Angela had enough. Also, the first time to see Angela actually get overwhelmed by information. So apparently, the outfits that people have been wearing are actually as good as armor, essentially. So fabric also has a significance in this setting. In any case, these characters are so tall that they can't even fit in their little cards. Alpha, Beta, and Gamma. Remembrance, if an ally has died, gain 2 strength at the end of each scene. So they get stronger. Yeah, they all have the same ability too. Yeah, they all use the same card, so they're all weak to slashing. Sucks to be them. Yeah, be weak to slashing, that's great. Anyway, will be tasty. Recover HP on hits with an evasion in the middle. Restore light, restore light. Deal 5 on hit, deal 5 stagger damage. That's actually kind of nice. Recover HP. Add fascinating fabric to each other's hands. Gain +1 power for each page in hand. Tailoring. 6 to 10 piercing, inflicts 3 bleed next scene. That's insane. That's a lot. But it's our first 4-cost card, so they shouldn't be able to use it immediately. They have to get an upgrade. They have to get an upgrade first before they can even attempt to use it. So if we can take them out before they bulk up, we might be okay. They also don't have much in the form of evasion. It looks like they use mostly blocking. So let's go ahead and see how our new setup works with Mars, Mima, and Aya here. Wait, sorry, not Mars. Hod, Mima, and Aya. Alright, 2 to 5 speeds. Okay. Reduce unnecessary action, race against time, begin, not seem weak, caution, seem strong, won't be problem. This atmosphere is pretty decent, isn't it? There are no intimidating warning noises. Alright, let's do this. Alright, so you're opening with that. You're already going for... yeah, this actually... It's not even an on-hit effect. Gain +1 power for each page in hand? Oh, okay. I think it's the attack itself. It's hard to say. Alright, so they're already opening with big things. So... Alright, so 4 is the big one that I need to deal with. Because it goes first. And I can't outspeed it. And Hot is just going all in, looks like. So 5 to 7. That block is a problem. Yeah, the chance of... Yeah, I don't really have a high chance of piercing that block is the problem. Alright, I'm gonna try hard handling work here. That should take care of that. Alright, and then for you... Unfortunately, Retaliate doesn't work well because it opens with a block. So what I might do instead is do Daring Decision. And just discard a bunch of cards right off the bat. But before I do that... we might as well do Gamble. Oh no, I don't have enough light. So yeah, we'll do Daring Decision and just see if we can just overpower it, which it looks like we should be able to, in theory, but I think that +1 power is going to be a problem. Alright, and then here, of course, we got all that nonsense. Alright. Okay, we'll do that. Alright, I'm kind of seeing what my options are. Okay. Alright, so I'm gonna do that. And that. We'll see how that works. Alright. Okay. Alright. At the start of the scene, each gets a lure, blah 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 blah. Alright, slash damage. Slash dice gets 1 to 3 power. So we'll give Axe to Hod. Alright. Okay, so the Fascinating Fabric went on her. Only up to 3 of this page can be held at once. And as far as I can tell, it's pretty safe to use. Yeah, it's pretty safe to use, to be honest. Dealing with you is going to be a problem. I'm going to ignore you and block you and hope for the best. Alright, you have 3 speed. You're just going to end up ignoring her, so that's not going to help. And Fence is not going to be enough. God, that thing is dangerous. But I should have +3 power, thanks to Axe. So that'll bring me to 5 to 9. Still not going to be very great. And if I fail, it's going to be even worse. Alright, so your stuff is being used. Yeah, the problem is the evasion is just not going to save me. And if I fail the slash, I'll hurt myself more. So I may just pass turn and just tank the hit. I think that's what I'm going to have to do. And so far we haven't done a... These things actually have a lot of HP and stagger. So they're actually kind of rough to deal with. Alright. Gonna do that for now, and I think I'm just gonna ignore her, or ignore it, whatever it is, and instead just go straight for taking you out as fast as possible. I'm gonna hold on to that. Alright. Take the hit. Nice. Okay. God, that hurt a lot. Okay, I staggered one of them. Alright. Block dice gain 1 to 2 power. Give this to Hod. Alright. Okay, just doing... We'll make fine silk, that's fine. In which case, as long as I win the clash, I should be fine. Which, with all my bonuses, I hopefully will win the clash. If not, I'm going to be I will stun myself. Also, I'm taking 6 bleed, which is not fun. Alright, and you're doing evasion followed by slash. So I'll cancel out your evasion with mine. Okay. And then, getting up on you. Let's do it. There we go. One down. Cannot be. Have unfinished work. Not dangerous yet. Fine so far. We will lose at this rate. Careful. Alright, let's do this. Okay, fine silk and all that nonsense. Oh yeah, that's right. They get plus strength as they get as our friends are destroyed. So we should be very careful. Okay, so those two will clash. And I don't have enough light to deal with the rest of it. That's fine. Alright, they're both staggered, so... they are screwed. Yeah, 8 HP and 28 HP. They're not living through this. Not enough health. Here, you'll handle that. Super overkill, but we don't. That's okay. Good enough. Go. Not too bad. Hot took a beating, and unfortunately I only regenerate 2 per turn. Alright. No new symbols, got Books of Carnival, and that's it.
힘들었어요? 지쳤어요? 쉬고 싶어요? 배고파요? 나가고 싶어요?
Roll in. She can literally blow off your limbs.
잘리고 싶어요? 뼈가 녹아요. 살이 터져요? 죽지는 않아요.
예, 죄송합니다. 그만하겠습니다.
그래서 이 다음은 어떨 것 같아?
흐름을 보아하니 손가락 중 하나하고는 무조건 부딪힐 것 같아. 지금까지 언급된 게 벌써 엄지, 검지인데 솔직히 어떤 손가락이든 간에 골치 아플 거야.
기대되는걸?
예, 현장에서 피투하며 구르는 건 저니까요.
I mean, really, it's Todd that's doing all the fighting and bleeding right now.
새삼스럽지만 고마움은 느끼고 있어.
네네, 더 열심히 힘내보도록 합시다.
It's nice to have someone that actually banters with Angela. Alright. I guess we burn some books. Alright, so yeah. No surprise, we pretty much got all the cards they were using. So we now have our first 4 cost cards. Which honestly, this thing's pretty beefy. Put this on someone that does that has buffs for piercing, and just go to town once you. The only issue, of course, is you got to get your stress up to enough to actually unlock your 4th light, and you have to have 4 light active. In any case, Carnival page. Yeah, if someone's dead, gain 2 strength each scene, which I suppose has its benefits, but it's probably not something I'm going to mess around with. The thing that does stand out, it does have 64 health and 34 stagger, which is not too bad. I mean, in comparison... Yeah, it's about the same tier as what I'm using right now. Alright, let's go ahead and take a look at the books. The Carnival. There are many important things to consider as a fixer, and attire is one of them. A fixer's attire is the most effective way to signify the image of an office. It's important for an office to show that it has formality and class. Most offices have set a dress code for that reason. As much as it's necessary to choose the right attire according to the code, the most important factor is the fabric that clothing is made of. Quality fabric can offer better protection, lighten the wearer's weight for quicker movement, or allow the wearer to carry heavy weapons as large as their body. Those who create and provide such fabric are called tailors. We are tailors who consume people and make silk out of them, whether it's melting people inside our belly and congealing them in a mold, or it's unraveling humans into the thread they're really made of. The fundamentals do not matter. This technology doesn't originally belong to us. We merely took hold of a technology that came off patent when a ring was broken. The only thing that matters is that silk made from humans has strength that differentiates it from ordinary thread. Only those who crave it visit us. Cloth weaved from human silk possesses various powers depending on the human's strength. Some humans may have a strong body, another may be fragile but wise, and yet another may flaunt incredible speed. Since the silk reflects the characteristics of the human it was made from, there are many forms and powers of cloth as there are humans in this world. Therefore, there is more to being a tailor than simply weaving silk carefully. Picking the right people to meet the demands of the client is the most important. Hastily making silk out of a human that looks courageous on the outside might end up yielding useless cloth that does nothing but bolster courage. So one must be careful when picking the right material. Not every piece of fabric is accessible, however. It takes more than cash to purchase high-class fabric. One must earn the favor of the tailors first and foremost. Many tailors who will only give their best fabric once the trust between them and their client has been established after complex turns of events. Because of that, tailors who make high-quality fabric usually belong to an organization and create cloth exclusively for them. But we are different. Until the Index gave us a prescript, we did our work without taking orders from anyone, unchanged to any syndicate or other organization. We were free, as some may call it. L8372, number 928, eat 15 sweepers and extract silk from them to make fabric. Alright. I suppose eating sweepers does produce probably strong cloth, simply because sweepers are those monsters that apparently go through and just clear out the streets, essentially. Anyway, with that, looks like there's more. So we can continue down this right. It looks like it has 2 battles, or we can switch and start doing one of these other ones, which only has 1 encounter. We'll see. In any case, I am the Depressed Dealer. This was Library of Ruina. I'll see you guys in a bit.